Hey everyone, my name is Souza. I'm a solution architect on the FastTrack team at Microsoft. And today I have with me Jason. Jason, you want to say hi?
Hey everyone, I'm Jason Plessis, the product lead for field service in our FastTrack team. I'm based out of the UK and the same team as Carl.
Very cool, very cool. So Jason, today we're going to be talking about Copilot prompts in Dynamics 365 field service, specifically in the model-driven app. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right, Carl. I think a lot of people have seen the Copilot prompts in Teams. I'm sure you've had a chance to play with it, but I'm not sure you've had much time to try out the side chat.
Yeah, I'm very curious about the field service side chat experience. Yeah, I know there's a lot of cool prompts we can do with this. So why don't we do this? Maybe if you want to show us how an admin can set this up for all users in the organization, and then we'll go into some examples of building these prompts.
Sure, happy to. Let me head out to my Power Platform Admin Center. This is really easy. You just jump over to the environment that you want to configure, go into settings, go under features, and then select. You'll see the Copilot. Make sure your Copilot is turned on. Hopefully that's turned on already, Carl.
Yep.
And and then make sure you've got selected on.
Uh-huh.
Scroll down to the bottom there and click save, and that's all you need to do.
Got it. Yeah, that bottom right save always gets me. So make sure you do that.
Definitely, definitely. And if you've done that, when you switch over to your Dynamics environment, you'll see that lovely Copilot icon in the top right-hand corner.
Got it. Okay, so that's the sidecar or the side chat experience. That's what we refer to as that, the one off to the right-hand side there.
Exactly, exactly.
Great, great. So when we talk about prompts, we're talking about really questions that we're asking Copilot, right? So that's what we call prompts. So yeah, Jason, you want to like take us through one of these prompts? How do we build these things?
Sure, and you have to think of this as slightly different, I think, than maybe some of your other Copilot experiences. And this is really available across the model-driven apps, and we have some extensions for field service. They're about helping you find information inside the database, inside your records. So think of it sort of as an advanced find, if you like. So
Yeah, very cool.
let me talk you through a scenario, maybe it'll help you kind of understand a little bit better. So let's assume that you're a dispatcher, Carl, and you need some help. You got a call from maybe one of your engineers, or someone. Sorry, someone has asked who's booked a particular work order, who's the engineer assigned to that. So I could go to filter the quick find or schedule board to try and find that out. But I'm gonna ask Copilot to solve that problem for us today. So I'm gonna ask Copilot who's the bookable resource that's booked for that work order.
Wow. Okay, that was quick. Okay, so it says the bookable resource for this work order is Joan Pitach. Okay, so you like what you said, you didn't have to navigate through the system. Even actually, if you're a new user to Dynamics 365 and field service and you didn't know how to do that, asking the Copilot here just gives you that answer. It's really powerful when you think about it.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, and I mean, really, it's whatever kind of natural question you have. You can type it in there for the prompts.
Natural language, right? Got it. Got it. What's another example of this then?
Well, let's take another example of maybe a technician calls in, and he's heading out to the job, and just needs quickly know about what products are associated with this particular work order we're talking about. So you can open that up and review the product list. But let's see if Copilot can help answer that question for us. So we'll ask, what are the products used on that work order?
Okay. So like what you said, I'm the technician. I call up, hey Jason, what are the products for this work order I'm heading to? And then you give me the answer here. I have one product on this work order, and they say what the product is. So the dispatcher can say, hey Carl, yes, you have this cartridge fuses today. Oh, great, thank you. Great. Very helpful.
Yeah, exactly. Then the engineer knows what he needs to pick up to kind of finish the work. But so the question is as you mentioned, that natural language, easy question. I didn't really have to prepare any particular type of syntax for that.
Sure, sure. So what
So
about like let's say I work in billing, for example, right? And I want to know like work orders created in October for a particular company. How would I do that?
really great question, and exactly as you said it. Show me the work orders created in October. So let's pick the company, Fabricam. Let's ask Copilot, to show those work orders.
Okay. I feel like I'm building these prompts myself now, actually. Just with natural language because I'm just asking questions, right?
Exactly, exactly. So there we go. There are four work orders created in October for Fabricam. So you have all
Oh,
the
cool.
information.
And it's yeah.
Yeah,
And I like how it's listed it out here, the actual dates of these work orders as well. That's super helpful. Yeah. What about, say, work orders that I have for today or currently in progress or something? Like, yeah.
yeah. That's a really, really common ask from a lot of people, a lot of dispatchers. They need to be able to do capacity planning. They have to understand what work's being done currently. Can I take on more work? Maybe there's emergency work coming through. So again, you probably have to open up a schedule board for that one. Not something you could easily see from this information. So yeah, let's see what cover that has if we ask that question. So again, I just asked how many workers are in progress. I didn't really have to get anything too technical there. And you can see there are currently 6 work orders in progress at the moment.
Right. And again, what I really like here is it's breaking it down by status as well here, right? So it says one's actively being worked on, one's in progress, the third one is marked as ongoing. So it's just a very nice, quick way to get a snapshot, right?
Exactly. And I mean, there's areas for improvement. We definitely want to get feedback from customers. We want customers to try out the prompts, tell us what works, what doesn't work, what's the type of business problems you're looking to solve that Copilot could help. And again, what can we do to make that better? What more information would you want to know, etc. So feedback is really critical in this area.
Yeah, very good point. I like that a lot. Do you have any other ones to show us today?
I have a few more for you, Cole. So
Nice.
so maybe I'm looking to now assign a technician to a particular work order, and I need to know a bit more about that work order. You notice I haven't opened the work orders yet. So all of these questions to Copilot, I haven't had to open the work order at all. So let's say, for example, now, let me ask that question. What type of work is this a particular work order so I can find the right technician for that? So I'll go and ask Copilot exactly that. What type of work is that work order so I can assign the right technician?
Hmm. Very nice, very nice. So it's classified it as this work order is classified as diagnosis and repair. And so that's the type of work required for this assignment. Very nice.
Yeah. And let me go and open up that work order so you can see where it got that information from. So you can see the work order type is actually diagnosis and repair.
Cool.
And collapse this down for you.
Cool. And so let's say I'm a scheduler and I want to know about the bookable resources that are available today. So the which technicians are free today, right? I guess that's kind of another way to phrase the question, perhaps.
Yeah, and again, if you're dispatcher, that's really key information. Who's available today? Who's maybe not on leave today, etc. So quite a challenging information to have to go find. If you look at the schedule board again, you'd have to go and count those. So really nice question to ask Copilot. I asked Copilot to show me the bookable resources available for today. And so it came back with 17 resources, include the names for all of those. I can click on those and open up those resources directly. Um, so really helpful, I think.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so I think in summary, I really like this. You're able to get information really quickly. We're asking questions of the Copilot in natural language, so we don't have to actually learn anything new here, right? We're just literally asking questions. You enabled this very quickly as an admin. As soon as you enabled it, it's available to all users in the system. And I really like a point you made a little earlier where we're always looking for feedback, right? And we need it's if you know if a business finds use cases, please share them with us because we love to get that feedback.
100%. And I mean, also, I think hopefully being able to see how powerful it is to just be able to save you time. That's one of the key, I think, value adds for Copilot is reducing the time and effort to find information, um, and using without needing training, using your natural language, using the way we speak every day, and be able to find information.
Yep. So huge productivity boost.
100%.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Jason. This was super helpful and really exciting to see this. Thank you.
Well,
Great. Thanks so much, everyone. Speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.